We're going to the Olympics! I've been to Livigno another time in my life and it's utterly stunning. Come spend 24 hours with me in Livigno for the Winter Olympics. Getting from Zurich to Livigno will require strong focus as I will encounter 3 languages in 200 kilometers. So here we go. Ja, hier is een ticket. Super. Merci vielmals. Okay, we're in Zernez, the last stop in Switzerland before crossing over the border to Italy, to the Italian Alps, Livigno. We're going to the Olympics! My bus has just arrived. I gotta run to get it, but great customer experience so far. Perfect transport from Switzerland to Italy. The only way to reach Livigno from Switzerland in winter is through a 3.5-kilometer single-lane tunnel called Montlascera. That's how isolated this place is. And because of how remote this town has been for centuries, Livigno is actually a duty-free zone and a shopper's paradise. Basically, governments looked at this place and said, we can barely get there, the least we can do is not tax them. Immediately upon arrival, I noticed that this alpine town had been swept by an electrifying atmosphere. Italy has a knack for turning sports into a full-blooded celebration of life and culture, and the energy was palpable. Just listen to this fan.
Tre. Messina!
So I finally made it to Livigno. I had the craziest evening. I asked for directions because I wanted to eat pizzoccheri, but I asked for directions to some really nice volunteers, and they invited me for dinner to their Red Cross structures. So I had dinner with them. So yeah, I'm here. Look at where I am. Now I gotta head to my hotel because I still haven't checked in, and tomorrow is a very long day. Hi, I'm checked into my hotel room. By the way, Livigno in the summer makes me really want to come here in the summer. It's only 3.5 hours from Zurich. I think it's totally doable for me. Buonanotte. Good morning. Hi. It's a beautiful day here in Livigno, so let's go see a race. Okay, so I was almost scared this morning when I woke up because it said -7 degrees. But now that I'm out, it's not that cold. However, with less than 24 hours left in beautiful Livigno, I couldn't just sit back and enjoy the scenery. I had a few things I needed to tick off. Number 1, go see the women's freestyle moguls. Number 2, eat pizzoccheri. And number 3, explore how Italy is using the Olympics as a branding moment. I have to say, one of the things that I personally love about Livigno, the presence of these really vintage, cute cottages that are just not present in some more modern ski villages. I think this is super idyllic and part of the Italian Alps mountain charm. I finally made it. I'm going over there.
We're on day 3 of the moguls, and this is gonna be one epic show. What do you think, Lorenzo?
Sì, signore e signori, stiamo per entrare nella storia con l'esordio olimpico.
These women were literally doing backflips in a blizzard. But hey, at least the weather conditions were the same for all athletes. It was super impressive though to see them competing in this heavy snowfall. And there was also an amazing energy coming from the fans.
Advancing to the next round.
After the race, I had only one mission, pizzoccheri. So I rushed to Ristorante Cervo, which had been pointed to me by a local. Perfetto, grazie. As antipasto, I had chat, which consists of deep-fried casera cheese served with delicious bresaola. Then it was finally time for the main event, pizzoccheri. This is buckwheat pasta, potatoes, cabbage, butter, and frankly, an irresponsible amount of cheese. After this, I was fully carbed up and I headed back out into the cold. The fan zone was buzzing. Big screens, music, people just vibing in the snow. And everywhere you looked, this blinding, almost unreal whiteness. What's the most expensive branding project in the world? It's 5 interlocking rings. The Olympic Games have a logo that is recognized by over 90% of the global population. For context, that is more than the Nike swoosh. And this year, the International Olympic Committee handed the keys to this $12 billion brand to the fashion capital of the world, Milano. But what is really unique about the Olympics is that unlike the World Cup or the Super Bowl, it completely reinvents its visual identity every 2 years. New logo, new mascots, a new color palette, new city. Milano Cortina is perfect for that because it makes the Winter Olympics feel essential, glamorous, and aspirational. And this is really not accidental. A Bocconi University professor noted that luxury brands have been gravitating towards sporting events for years, but the Winter Olympics in the Italian Alps have really helped cement that connection, especially as we observe the trend that affluent consumers are shifting from buying products to buying experiences. Despite these trends, Olympics merch was everywhere, but the prices also Olympic. Those little mascot plush toys were $60 each. Okay, jokes aside, this is more like the ideal souvenir shop for me. Bresaola, salamis, formaggi. You can get some treasures here probably. Turns out I've been believing a myth all my life that I'm not a cat person, but I am a cat person for Tigre. You know what I have to keep thinking about? The fact that until 1952, for the entire winter, Livigno was completely cut off. And now the entire world is here in February, watching sports together. The most isolated town in the Alps is, for one winter, the center of the world. And as the lights dimmed, I took one last look at the welcoming painted houses of this ski village and headed for the bus that would take me back to Switzerland. It's evening now. I'm on my way back home and it's really freezing. Grazie mille for staying here until the end. If you're still here, vi amo. Buonanotte.